Hello everybody, Manithral here. Welcome to the weekly update video for RS3. Now, first up, I want to say sorry, old school players. Lately, all you guys have been really having was a lot of polls that I've been finding. So, I don't know what's going on there since I haven't even seen any Rota updates, which is very, very strange. But this week we have, for RS3 at least, the Garden of the Kharid and Double XP Live, which starts Friday. So you can find all the goodness of, sorry, a cat, of the garden starting today, though. The garden is basically right next to the Kharidian mine. So basically you go to Al Kharid or you go to Hetz Oasis and you go north, and it should be right there, right above the fire rune crafting section. Wow, words. But what this update is going to be bringing is it has a farming update, thieving update, and rune crafting updates, shockingly. So we'll get into the farming one in a little bit, because what this is, you plant herb. There's a herb of the day. You get points for planting the herb of the day and farming it. But there's the thieving update that comes with this, and there's the Crux Aqual Druid and Warriors, which you can pickpocket from. And you'll need 42 thieving and 83 respectively. Apart from decent XP rates, they also, you can also thieve from them the catalytic and elemental anima stones. So these are used in the rune crafting, and when carried, they will increase the number of runes you can obtain from each rune essence by 2, which is pretty good. The elemental anima stone is for the, well, you guessed it, elemental runes. And then the catalytic one is for your mind, body, chaos, death, blood, nature, everything else essentially. And yes, that does include soul. And pickpocketing is changing, so there's even more yet to go through here. But the rewards for this event is you have the plant power 1. So this reward allows you to plant 2 herb seeds in 1 patch for an increased yield. This costs 250. Plant power 2, 4 herb seeds in 1 patch, increased yield for 1,250. Then you got tier 3, which is 7 herb seeds in 1 patch for increased yield for 7,500. And then you got plant power tier 4, which is 10 herb seeds in 1 patch for a whopping 25,000 points. You got speedy growth, which can skip the first growth stage of herb patches for 25,000. Bountiful harvest, which grants increased harvest from grapevines, bushes, cacti, and fruit trees. 50% chance to gain 1 yield from each harvest action. That's pretty awesome. And then you got the farmer's outfit pieces, which will give you a random unnamed piece for 10k. Quick Sense, which reduces the number of ticks per craft for incense sticks by 50% per incense, which is 35k. Everlasting Incense, you have the incense sticks effects are no longer removed upon death for 35k. Honorary Druid title, an appropriate title for the event, 50k. And buckets all the way down. Buckets are no longer required to take compost from the compost bin for 10k. Now for the consumable, these are just all permanent unlocks that we just discussed, which are pretty awesome. Then you have the consumables, which is the patch bomb. Instantly harvest the farming patch using the bomb for 5k. And then you got the Supreme Growth Potion, Sundry, Leafy, Bushy, Fruity, and Woody. These start at 7,500, 7,500, 9,000, 18,000, and then 30,000, which the Woody one can be used on any wood, spirit, and elder tree patches fully grow the plant near instantly. And then you have the Sand Seed, which will teleport you right to Politics and Sidekicks in the Kharidian Guardian. Kharidian Garden. Yeah, it's not a Guardian. But then the plant power, so this is how this works. So the default seeds, we'll start with that, is 3. And then for 2 seeds, well, 1 seed, the default, you get 3 herbs on default. But like, I think that's without compost and all that. Okay, so this is base. But for 2 seeds, you get 5, 4 seeds, 7, 7 seeds, 12, and 10 seeds, 15. If you use regular compost, it's 4, 6, 8, 13, 16. Super compost will be 5, 7, 9, 14, 17. Ultra compost then goes up to 6, 8, 10, 15, 18. So you can get a whopping 18 herbs at the 10 seed mark, which is pretty hefty. And then there's some other quality of life changes with this update. Farming patches will no longer die if they get diseased. What will happen is it will stay diseased, and then you're able to cure it. So, yeah, they stay diseased until you cure it. And if you have the Farming Catalyst fragment, it now cures disease patches when worn, and grants shadow-infused herbs whenever you cure a patch with it. The Miraculous treatment has been reworked and is now a liquid patch bomb, which works as the same as the regular patch bombs, but it is craftable within the invention skill. Pretty awesome, right? Then we have the compost bins. So they made the following changes to fix this. Compost bins now access a single compost mound, which holds up to 1,000 of each processed compost type and up to 1,000 of each unprocessed type. So the bins process 3 compost every 5 minutes. All compost bins have been graphically updated. The super compost now converts 15 compost, starting with the unprocessed compost, to processed super compost. The compost mound familiar scroll now places 15 compost into your bin with a 10% chance to get super compost. Cast the special on any bin to use it. The Player and Farm Bull perk now offers in 1 and 5, 1 and 3 to prevent half of the compost being processed from being consumed. This chances to get rounded down, of course. And the Nightshade patch has changed. The Belladonna patch has now been renamed the Nightshade patch, and Belladonna seeds are now Cave Nightshade seeds. The patch has been updated to work in a similar manner to the herb patch, granting a minimum of 3 produced and working with the compost and other buffs. Thieving, the former Sticky Fingers relic power, is now a baseline feature, so you can automatically pickpocket with a single click. The new Sticky Fingers power will speed up the rate at which you automatically pickpocket by 50%. The Master Camo outfit no longer offers auto pickpocket, but retains increased chance of success and stunt avoidance. And the Desert Phoenix no longer requires a completed the hard desert task achievements to automatically pick feathers. Loot table changes. All bosses dropping grimy herbs will now drop seeds of the exact same type in reduced amounts. Abyssal Lords, Fire Lords, and Nature Grove creatures have had their herb drops reduced, so you could still get herbs from Slayer creatures, but it's just at a reduced rate. It's to kind of push the fact that, hey, you should be farming to get this. So the mini quest series Civil War is available to all members who have completed the Daughter of Chaos and 50 farming. So that should mean that it's time to start part 3 and speak to Anne Dimitri. DBL XP Live. So if you remember correctly, it's a 10-day event. You have 48 hours which you can pause and use at your leisure. Starts this Friday at 1200 game time, and it will go until Monday, November 21st. So you have quite a bit. Fresh Start Worlds competition is starting to come to an end. And we have week 7 now. And it's getting interesting. But this week's extra buffs are as follows. You have plus 125 XP skills in, XP in skills below 70. 100% XP in skills above 70. Continuation of free death. 20% chance to gain double monster drops or boss drops. 35% chance to gain double gathered materials. Tier 4 ores unlocked. 100% accuracy in combat. And I will be giving an update soon on my character. I just got back into it recently, so this drop gives a Prime Gaming drop. So this drop gives you an Umbral chest and a currency pack containing 35 keys and 200 rune coins. So you can grab your goodies from November 8th. So do check that out. There is a downtime notice for German Worlds for tomorrow at 10:50 game time. So do remember that will be happening. It could take up to 5 hours as even as this post. But so that is going to be coming soon. And then we have the community showcases. So we have someone jokingly said jump into the soup pot after they made a corny joke. And they did as a snowman. And yeah, so they had a little bit of fun here. Do check that out. And it is by Kyle Furr. And then we have an amazing picture here by iWizard. Gathering his party and getting ready to take on Zamorak. And then we have Mokuin's Adventures in Gielinor. And it's just kind of a bunch of different pictures showcasing the different things that they have gotten to see and enjoy. It's just serenescapes, if you will. And then we also alright. They have a crossover event for Guardians of the Galaxy by Shiki 4, which is actually pretty darn good. We have some more spookies, screenies to end out this year's Halloween. Unfortunately, there's no titles, but you got some pretty cool Halloween costumes people had made. Including the bunny mask is actually kind of creepy in the right angle. You even have the Ripper Demon there. All sorts of interesting, even some zombies. The Headless Horseman, you want to say right there. But then we go into the Pink Skirts player events, which is Gregovic, which is hosted by Mercy and Helpscape. This will be at November 9th at 1200 game time. World 35, Heart of Gielinor, Sliske Lobby, FC's Helpscape. Steel and Creation, hosted by Lady Spyra, Jen, and Fast SC, Saturday, November 12th at 1700 game time, World 99. Steel and Creation Lobby, FC is Fast SC. I don't know if that's supposed to be Fast FC, but it says Fast SC. Mascab Learner Raids. This is hosted by Arya and Raid FC. So Saturday, November 12th at 1800 game time. World 71 Mascab Raid entrance, and it is the FC is the Raid FC. And then we head up to the patch notes, which is probably going to be more goodness here. Fresh Start Worlds, the Inverted Master Slayer. The Inverted Slayer Master Cave Teleport can be used from the backpack now. The box of banking can now be deposited in the bank using deposit all option. Other casting Split Soul with the Essence of Finality Amulet no longer fires an offhand auto attack with excessive range. Tizkel Zuck's insta-kill attack will no longer kill the player who teleported out of his arena at the last second. The daily purchase limit for treasure hunter keys in the Ottoman store has been changed to 10. People thought that was going to go away, but no, it is here. Fix an issue that caused the Master Completionist hood to be listed in the Grand Exchange. The Eek Pet can now be part of the player in house in the menagerie. And fix a issue where the Greater Chain could copy more than one ability. Was a special attack or channeled, so that's interesting. And quest map icons are no longer missing for Civil War mini quests. So that is it this week. Guys, enjoy the new farming, because that is going to be quite the game changer, especially the thieving thing too. So thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, later guys.